So Paladins has added their last champion for 2021, Azaan the Eternal. He's the newest frontline champion added to the game, and there's a lot to talk about this guy with his very complex-ish kit and all of that. So let's try not to waste any more time, and let's get straight into it. So just like the Saudi video, I'm going to do my best to make this as a basic rundown as I can, even though this guy's kit is a lot, so bear with me please. Azan's weapon is called Judgment. It's a 3-chain attack where it goes from medium, medium, and heavy. The damage on this I think it's a bit too high for a tank character, but it's alright. So Azan has a passive called Ire. When he deals and takes damage, his meter increases, giving him passive benefits from either using his abilities or using his weapon. Before we go over Azan's abilities, I like to go over two of his talents first that just affect him in general and kind of affect his abilities, but it mainly affects him in his passive. The first talent for Azan I want to go for is called Pestilence. This gives you a 5% damage reduction and 40% lifesteal. This talent is Azan's best talent in my opinion. The amount of healing you get back is insane. There's a lot of times where whenever I play Azaan, I can easily 1v1 anyone early game, especially any of the damage characters. The talent does kind of fall off more late game if the enemy teams build up more of Cauterize, but honestly, this is just an insane talent to use, and I recommend you use this a lot more if you don't want to use your abilities as often as the other talents kind of want you to do them with, but yeah. Azan's first ability is called Reckoning. It's a simple ability where Azaan knocks up enemies in a square in front of him, and that's about it. It's simple, but it's really satisfying to use. Something I like to do is I like to hit my 2 medium attacks with Judgment, use Reckoning, then hit them with the heavy with Judgment. It's really satisfying, really easy to do, and whenever you have above Ire threshold, the cooldown for this ability is reduced by 3 seconds. Azan's second ability is called Sanctuary. Azaan deploys about 5 wall segments that form like a C-like shape, and with this ability, I recommend use this just to close in gaps or close entrances to an enemy to secure kills and whatnot, mainly because if you use this as a shield, it won't work well due to the fact between each wall segment there's like a little gap where someone could shoot at you, so don't do that. The passive benefit with Ire with this ability is the wall's health is increased. Azan's third ability is called Conviction. Azaan travels to a distance where he's aiming at, and if he hits an enemy, he takes them with them, and if he hits an enemy against the wall, they are stunned. The stun is also increased if Azaan hits an enemy against his sanctuary walls. And the Ire passive with this one is that Azaan travels faster. Azaan's third challenge is called Tempering. When Azaan uses abilities above Ire threshold, he gains extra benefits, like Reckoning's damage is slightly increased, the health of Sanctuary Wall is increased, and his increased distance and stun for Conviction is increased. Azaan's ultimate is called Deliverance. Azaan flies up in the air, getting damage reduction, and sets his sights to throw his hammer down. When he throws his hammer down, he deals a decent amount of damage and applies a knockup. Then the second hit deals a little bit less damage, but with a stronger knockup, and he teleports to that location. This is definitely a really fun ult to use, and also feels really powerful in my opinion. But I feel like everyone really uses this ultimate to escape, which I can see why. It's a really easy escape if you catch yourself in a bad location. I just wish this was more of an engaging ult, or people use it more as an engaging ult, but still a really fun ultimate to use. So my final thoughts about Azaan, I think he's a really strong front line right now, and I do see a lot of nerfs coming to him. I think something that's definitely got to hit him is Pestilence, especially the lifesteal in my opinion, or maybe his passive with the damage increase. But overall, he's a pretty fun champion to play, and I really recommend playing him. So that wraps up for today's video. I hope you enjoy, and if you did, please give it a like. If you're new, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. And overall, I'd like to hear y'all opinion about Azaan in the comments below. Tell me if you think he's strong right now, he's busted, is he okay, is he weak, I guess. But I hope you enjoy and have a great day. See ya.